Welcome back to the 2022 IPF World Classic and Equipped Masters Powerlifting Championships. We are live from St. John's, Newfoundland in Canada in this, the 50th anniversary year of the IPF. These competitions are presented by Eleiko and SBD. Eleiko are manufacturers of the best platform equipment in the world, and we have their plates and bar and combo rack on the platform right now. And SBD, apparel manufacturers relied upon by strength athletes around the globe. My name's Joe Whiteley. I'm joined here by Sue Hayward, world champion Sue Hayward, I might add. So you had a great competition the other day, Sue.
Thank you very much. I'm very proud of myself. I've been lifting 26 years, first gold medal, so I'm very proud of that. And
so you just keep going. That's the key, really.
Yeah, I also got my red tie in the IPF referee category, so I was super proud of that.
Absolutely. So it's been an eventful championships for you.
It certainly has. It's been a long week, and we're still going. Okay, we've got Mongolia coming up.
Yeah, we have. This is day 8 of the competition. We are through to the equipped. This is the very final session. So this is the equipped heavyweight men. This is going to run as one session, one flight. We have the 105 kilo class, the 120 kilo class, and the super heavyweights, 120 plus, all lifting together on one platform. So we'll keep you up to speed with who's lifting in what class.
Oh, we've changed lifters. We've got Jürgen from Denmark.
Yeah, the Mongolian lifter timed out, so I'm not quite sure what happened there, why he didn't come out for his lift. But we now have Jürgen Michael Rasmussen from Denmark for 225. Jürgen is in the 120 kilo class. So these are all M1 lifters, 40 to 49 years old. Youngsters from our perspective, Sue.
You bet. Back home in Denmark, he's a plumber. This is a little bit off his PB of 247.5, so hopefully it's a nice light opener. That's what you want. To
Absolutely.
One. Here we go, Jürgen. And
now, from the front that seemed a little high, but the camera angle can be deceptive.
And he did not get it. Yeah.
So the referees are, it's surprising how much the camera angle does change things. This side view shows it a bit better. That was not quite parallel.
No.
So he is fighting against the resistance of his knee wraps and his squat suit in order to get to depth, and that's what stores up the potential energy to fire you back up to lockout.
Okay, we've got Norbert of Germany at 240. He has only been competing for 4 years. His PB squat is 245, so that's not far away. So let's hope this opener is easy. He looks determined. He thinks there's something wrong with the racks.
He doesn't want the racks in.
Oh, he just wanted
just wants one. Okay. So I don't see that the clock has been reset, but no, the clock has not been reset. So maybe that was his own error. If it was a platform error, we would reset the clock for the lifter. He's still got 20 seconds.
Lots of time. This is the equipped portion of the competition. Oh, that looked good to me.
Yeah, squeezes all that equipment down into depth. And 2 to 1, it's a good lift. So you can see there's a red light below the red light, and that is the colour failure. So from this side, which is where we've got the red light, it wasn't quite deep enough. But quite often you sink into one hip, and one hip is higher than the other. So the red card in squat is always for depth.
We have Norbert of...
This is Janne Hakala from Finland for 245.
And he is, he's been lifting for 22 years. And his PB is 262, so he's given himself some room with an opener of 245. And as I said earlier, this is the equipped portion of this competition, so he's wearing knee sleeves and a
knee wraps.
Knee wrap, sorry, and he's using a supportive suit. Oh, that looked good from this perspective.
A little bit of work to do to get to the top. 3 whites and he's on the board.
And he was happy about that one. Oh, Jim Dirksen of Canada coming up next. And he's a banker, so may I have to hit him up for a loan later on. Oh, he's only been competing for 4 years, so pretty good to get to a world championship in only 4 years.
Oh.
Tall gentleman here. So got his knee wraps on. Equipped lifting is a whole different animal to classic. You need a lot more support in the gym and at home. That looked quite deep from the front, but the side judges have a whole different perspective. Yeah. He's still got a red from the opposite side.
270 kilos for Ryan Donnelly, hailing from the United States of America.
Ryan is coming up from the US with an opener of 270. Yeah, got a few Ks off his PB of 287.
For Ryan Donnelly.
8 years competing. He's coming up to the bar now. Looks determined. Well, it looked easy. I don't know if it was deep enough. Let's see.
That's a lift for Ryan Donnelly. He can come back and take another chance, another go at that.
I couldn't see the lifts from where I'm sitting, but oh, Alex from Puerto Rico. Adjusting his belt. He's been competing for 9 years. This is 275 kilos.
Little bit of a difficult opener there. Seemed to really struggle to get that back to the top. So he got one red light there with a blue card infraction. So blue card can be for downward movement, but in this case I think it would be for poor lockout.
And it looks like the Mexican next.
So this is Gabriel Garcia, Mexico, for 287.5. He's in the 105 kilo class. If you look at the graphic on your screen at the moment, the top bar will tell you the age and weight class of the lifter. We have 3 weight classes on the platform right now, but everyone is in the M1s, 40 to 49 years old.
He's been competing for 24 years. He's a veteran. Oh,
little bit of a difficult walk out there.
Oh, let's see what the refs say.
No, not quite deep enough, unfortunately.
That was his first, so
So he can calibrate now exactly what's expected and just go a little bit deeper. Thorsten Tenhardt now from Germany for 290. Also in the 105s. He's the last lifter out in the 105s.
Kind of a newbie at 4 years competing.
And the bar order for Thorsten Tenhardt.
Opening at 290. We have his PB at 305. A little bit of room.
Big bencher. He took the bench gold at the Euros this year. See what you can do on squat.
Come on, Thorsten.
Difficult lockout again. Now his coach called him up, so I hope he was right. Yeah, 2-1.
Here we have Andrew Cargill next from the U.S.
From the United States of America.
He's been competing for 8 years. There's a little bit of room on his squat.
Andrew Cargill.
He's attempting 300 kilos.
Just big. What?
Now the weight moved easily. I'm not certain of the depth.
I'm not sure if he got the command to rack. No, he got 3 reds. He got 2 reds for depth, I think, and not a 1. But the 3, I don't think he got the command.
365 kilos for Steve Mann. From the United States of America.
So here's Steve Mann, recently competed at the World Games. Self-proclaimed Man of Steel.
Okay, U.S. He's in the IT business back in America. He's been competing for 31 years. Quite a bit of room with this opener compared to his PB.
$365 kilos on the bar. That's over 800 pounds already.
A little bit shaky, but he's solid now.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, let's see what the referees make of the depth.
Yeah.
2-1, they're happy.
That was very shaky.
Some lifters are.
Okay, we have Ryan Stinn, competing for 17 years. They have a business of their own.
And the bar is on for Ryan Steele.
Also opening with 365. He's the second time competing this week.
That's right, he competed in the Classic earlier on. I believe he got silver.
I think he did.
Ryan's a veteran with 17 years lifting. Good setup. Wow.
He moved the weight very easily.
Very easy.
2-1, a good lift. And of course it's a strong household with, he's married to arguably the IPF's best bencher, Rayaston.
We have Mongolia coming up next. I think he timed out on his first one. I don't know if he was ready.
Now, if you look at the scoreboard, this seems to be his first attempt. We don't seem to have gone round to the second round.
No,
So I wonder if there was some issue and he was given another attempt at the end.
Yeah, I just saw the jury table come over to the referee, so I assume they're giving him the first attempt because for some reason he didn't come out.
Sure. So this is Utsaik Badzurtsuren from Mongolia for 205 kilos.
I think we have 3 Mongolians here. Fantastic that they made it. And he's got 2 others in his weight category.
Nice.
It's an easy opener. Let's see what the refs say.
Well, he's not in a squat suit. He's just roll with wraps. The equipped competition, you are able to use equipment, but you are not required to. So that's a good lift for him. So I wonder where we're going to go now. Does he follow himself? Do we need to put some time on the clock?
Good
so
question.
we'll wait to see what happens next. I can see the jury are coming to instruct the table. So it was a Cat 1 referee, Sue.
Normally, if he is the last lifter, you would have to put compensatory time on the clock. So let's see what they put on the clock.
Now, I believe what happens is you load the bar, you set the clock to 4 minutes, and he can come out in any of that 4 minutes. But he's just had his knees wrapped, so you literally have to get those wraps off and start wrapping them again. But that's not who has come around, so let's see. Because he's not next out. So the Mongolian lifter's put 260 on for his next one, which means he isn't the next lifter out.
So he won't be following himself.
However, we're going to it looks like we're going to allow a little bit of extra time for Jürgen Michael Rasmussen, because it wasn't communicated to the lifter that the Mongolian was going to come out, so they didn't know that they were out next. So there's a little bit of a discussion. He's not got his knee wraps on. He's not going to have a very good time of it. So the bar is loaded.
Okay.
So he might have had the fastest.
So Jürgen Michael is on our board, so that's who we're expecting to come out. A little bit of confusion here.
And I can see the coaches going to the jury to find out what's happening. I think everyone expected that the Mongolian would follow himself and have 4 minutes on the clock. So no one was ready with the knee wraps, which is really unfortunate, because I think the Danish lifter is going to time out now.
He's only got 18 seconds on the clock, so
excuse me.
We'll see what happens. A little bit of confusion. Stay with us. Jürgen, if he does come out, is also a referee.
Yeah, he's about to time out. So that's unfortunate. So we will keep an eye on the jury if there's anything going to happen about that attempt. And yep, I can see Robert Keller, IPF Secretary General, is on his feet, as is. Alright, the whole jury's on their feet.
The whole jury's on their feet.
But they don't want to stop the competition now if the next lifter is already wrapped, because they don't want to be standing there with their knees wrapped.
No, it's if you're out there in the audience and you've never had knee wraps, it's quite painful if they're on a long time. Well, it's quite painful anyway.
It's quite painful anyway. But if you, I guess when a lifter's late out, it's hard to understand why weren't they ready? But you don't want to be in your wraps for too long.
So they haven't called anybody yet. So on our board that we're looking at, we're looking at Norbert Kraft of Germany.
So Yeah, we're just trying to figure out exactly who's coming out for what. We just want to give every lifter the best chance, and I think everyone's going to have taken their knee wraps at this point and figure out what's going on. But it takes a good couple of minutes to. Do you start wrapping 3 out, Sue?
I usually start 2 out because I don't wear my knee wraps really tight.
Sure,
I don't
sure.
use a wrap roller. It's just a little stretch as you're wrapping them up.
Okay.
So, sorry about this, everybody at home, but we will get it sorted, as Joe was saying, that we want to give the lifter the best opportunity, and a little bit of confusion going on. So
it's a good opportunity to thank our sponsors, the presenting partners of the IPF. So Eleiko make the platform equipment that's out there right now. The platform itself, the combo rack, the best powerlifting bar in the world, and those beautiful red plates. And also SPD have provided all the t-shirts for the spotting staff here today. And without them, not only the equipment that they present to the that they help us with at the competitions, but also the support they give to the IPF and the sport as a whole is amazing. We couldn't do any of it without them, and they also individually support a lot of athletes.
Okay, I'm not sure.
So
what's
I
happening.
think I heard that we're going to start the second round again from the top, and we're going to put maybe 3 minutes on the clock.
I think that's fair, Joe.
Yeah, I think we just okay. We're going back to the top of the second round, and we're going to have Jürgen Michael Rasmussen from Denmark for his second attempt. He missed 225 first time out. I think it was just on a little bit of depth, Sue.
I'm not sure. I don't remember that, but I'm sure we're going to get this sorted now. So this is who we're
Okay, we've
expecting.
got 3 minutes on the clock. So 3 minutes on the clock gives someone time to wrap their knees.
Good.
Gives all the other lifters time to understand what order they're going out in.
So we do have a separate screen with the scoreboard on, and I know back at home that you can switch back and forth. So if you can look at that, you can see the order, and we are expecting Denmark, Rasmussen from Denmark.
It's not going to be quite clear what the order of operations are, but if you go to goodlift.info, you can certainly see the score sheet, and obviously it's a rising bar situation. So Jürgen is out first, and he'll be followed by, I think, Jim Dirksen. So we're just giving him adequate time now to wrap his knees, because it's a time-consuming process. This is single-ply lifting, and the IPF permits 2 meter wraps. So for a bigger guy, for a small person, that's fine. That'll go around a lot of times. But for the larger men, you're going to have to wind those wraps out on a wrap roller, get the maximum stretch you possibly can to get the maximum number of revolutions and coverage. So as a larger lifter myself, I'm a super heavyweight lifter. I don't get too many revolutions out of a set of wraps, but I see the 47 kilo lifters come out, and they could have wrapped those up and down from the ankle to the thigh. I always think the higher weight classes should get a longer wrap. So here we go now. We are expecting Jürgen Michael Rasmussen to come out for his second attempt. 225 kilos on the bar, just shy of 500 pounds. And I can see world champion Jeff Butt just wandering off the platform there.
And he's our meet director.
Yeah, he's our meet director. He has done a little bit on commentary. I think he's refereed as well. He's been coaching out the back. He's lifted twice, won his first world championship. And that was an emotional moment, Sue. His daughter putting the medal round his neck. And I don't think there was a dry eye in the house. There certainly wasn't a dry eye on the podium.
I've seen Jeff lifting many years, and that's the first time I've seen him that emotional. Because as you get older, as Joe was saying, that we are a masters category, and every year gets harder in the training, so every medal means a lot. Even if you've got a truckload of them at home, every medal means a lot. With the next person up, Jürgen, as I said before, he's also a referee. He's been refereeing a lot this week, so kudos to him. Oh, bar's loaded.
Okay, so what we had there was 3 minutes of compensatory time. That time is up. He has his minute on the clock and he is on the platform. We are underway.
That's only fair. Well, he didn't get his first. Joe thinks it was depth. I didn't really catch that one. I can't see the lights from here.
Now it's hard for the lifter in this circumstance, isn't it? But he's an experienced lifter, and that looked like a nice squat.
That did, and he's 24 years, and
Good
he got
lift. So as we watch the replay back, he sits in nicely, keeps his position really well, and that's a great looking squat. So next out we have Norbert Kropp from Germany. Open with 240, he's gone up to 250.
Kind of a new lifter, 4 years. So that means he didn't start till his 30s. So you people out there that say you're too old for this, no, you can do this any age.
Yeah, it's a popular misconception. Some people think that the masters have all been going since they were juniors, but a lot of lifters come into it even in their 50s and 60s. I myself, I think I was 43, something like that, before I ever touched a bar.
And I was 48, so it's 26 years competing for me.
So Norbert Kropp is on the platform just now for 250. Hopefully we'll get to look at that. No, we have missed that squat, unfortunately. We are plagued with technical difficulties at the moment.
You got 3 whites, so that's good for him. He's happy with that.
I can tell you that it was a good lift, but I didn't actually see it. So
we've got Jim Dirksen coming up from Canada with a 252.5 second squat. His personal best is 270, so should be some room there. And another new lifter, only 4 years. To get on the world stage after 4 years is pretty impressive. It's usually a shock to them, though. It's quite a different competition at the Worlds. He looks like he's steady.
That's a tough one.
That was tough. It looked deep enough, though.
Hard to see how he's got much left in the tank there.
True.
So next out is Janne Hakala from Finland for 255.
And he's another veteran of 22 years lifting, or competing actually. And he looks determined.
He's a deadlifter. He took the silver at the Euros this year.
And this is his second squat of the day. You're allowed 60 seconds once your name is called, so he's taking his time. Lots of time.
60 seconds is plenty of time to get the command, but if you're asked to re-rack it, it can get really tight if you waste any of your time. But that was a good lift for him.
Yeah, it looked it. Yes, and he's super pumped about that one. Okay, next we have the Mongolian again.
Urtsaik Bazosurin from Mongolia.
And he's the one that started the delay because he wasn't out in time. So
well, we're not sure. He was given another attempt, so there was some issue that wasn't his fault for sure.
So he was given another lift, and that sort of put us back a bit, but we're back on track now, and he's got his suit on now and his knee wrap, so he's ready now at 260. We don't have a PB on him, so we don't know if this is good or
a little bit unsteady, but once he locks out,
come on, it's not. He's being told to replace.
I think his knees aren't locked.
Okay, he's been told by the head ref to lock his knees, so he's gonna He's got 12 seconds on the clock. No, and he's not going to take it. Oh, I think he's going to time out. Oh, that's too bad.
I kind of understand his perspective. If he's looking at it saying, I've got 10 seconds, I've got to get under there, set up, and I kind of get it. Rather than have a really difficult squat and maybe use up a lot of energy failing it, he's decided to save it for the third.
And hurting yourself.
Yeah.
So we've got Ryan Donnelly of US America next. 8-year competing. His personal best is 287, so a few kilos left maybe, but his other one I thought was a little shaky, so let's see what this one looks like.
I think it was Steve Mann that was shaky.
Oh.
So this is Ryan Donnelly. I think he missed this one on depth.
Oh.
Oh, that was depth for sure. Very easy.
That was good. He didn't leave any room for doubt on that one.
Well, that is the point. People say there's no point going deeper than the rule book, but you don't want to leave it in the hands of the referees to decide for themselves. You want to put it beyond all doubt.
Alex coming up next. Alvarado from Puerto Rico. 285 on the bar. And he does have a personal best posted of 293, which should have been a record of some sort. Maybe in his own organization. You're allowed to adjust your belt on the platform, but nothing else. So he just did that.
Oh, clip the rack.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling.
This is why a lot of lifters have the racks in, but you can see he's got a wide grip. I don't think he'd be able to take that grip with the racks in.
Oh, he made a little bobble. I don't know what they're going to do with that.
I'm not sure about the depth either.
Yeah.
No, so depth and downward movement of the bar. You can be failed for all three colours at once. It's happened to me, if I'm honest. I stood up with the deadlift at the Europeans in 2020, and I thought, do you know what? I might have got that, and I looked round and I had every colour failure.
Here we have Gabriel Garcia of Mexico, 287.5. This is quite a bit off his PB of 327.5. So,
but with 24 years competing, we don't know when that was set. This will, if he gets it, this will move him up to second place on squat.
And I notice he's got something up his nose. I think he might have had a bit of a nosebleed. He's got some Kleenex or tissue up his nose. That happens sometimes. Exertion.
Pressure from the suit.
Good setup, nice and strong.
It's a tight suit, he's really having to fight it down.
Oh, and he's bleeding a little bit.
So that's a red and a blue. So if I was the coach, I'd be going to the jury for that. Because it's two different failures and it's 2-1. You can go to the jury if it's a 2-1 decision.
Oh, watch that.
And if the jury are unanimous, they can overturn a 2-1 decision.
I see the coach from Mexico going over to protest that.
I would. Because it's two different failures, I would definitely question that.
They're talking about it at the jury table, so let's see what happens with the man from Mexico. But right now we've got Thorsten of Germany attempting 297.5. 4 years competing. What category is he in? The 105.
So we have 5 lifters in the 105s, 4 in the 120s, and 3 in the super heavyweights, 120 plus.
So he's ranked second at the moment.
He's in the lead.
Oh, he's in the lead.
Yeah. That's tough. Oh, that's hard to watch. That's a really tough
That was
lockout.
very tough. Very tough.
But I'm not sure if I'd come out for another one. I might start warming up for bench because it's a really tight turn. And yesterday I was really under pressure to turn around for a squat. If you only get 20 minutes, you've got to get your suit off, warm up raw to wherever you go up to, get your bench shirt on, and then carry on your warm up. That can be really hard to achieve in 20 minutes.
We've got Andrew coming out from the US, Andrew Cargill. Oh, he missed his first one.
This is the same weight. This is 300 kilos.
So he tried for 300, didn't get it, so he's doing the same number. Sometimes people put more on to push themselves down in the squat suit because, as Joe was saying, it fights you a bit. That looks like a pretty good setup. Let's see what they say.
2 on a good lift. He's got one of those squats where sometimes, as we see it back on the replay, he sits back into it, but it gets so far and then he moves his body between his legs rather than dropping his hips. So I think it's difficult to judge depth. Now here's Steve Mann, 385 for his second, and he was the one that was very shaky.
Yeah.
But I think, I'm just trying to think back to him lifting at the World Games, and I think that's a feature of his lifting. We have a British lady who's the same. Even on her openers, she's shaking. It's just every time she gets under the bar.
He's put another 20K on, so maybe that'll settle him down a bit.
He's a veteran of many years lifting.
31, wow. 31 years lifting. Come on, Steve.
He has the squat world record at 413. No.
No.
Good job spotted and loaded. Good job spotted and loaded.
Wow.
Give him a big round of applause.
Wow.
He was offline from the start, I think, as we started his descent. He was all his weight was on his right leg, and he went backwards there. Yeah,
Almost
that
lost
was
it.
well caught. Good job. We've got a big guy on the back spot there,
Yeah.
because he absolutely did lose it. His balance went completely, didn't it?
Yeah. That's why I don't spot and load. We have Ryan
Well, I
Stinn
think
coming up.
he would have taken you out completely there, Sue.
We got Ryan Stinn coming up from Canada with a 390 squat. That's a pretty big squat, but Ryan's a pretty big guy, and I know him personally, so I think he can do this. He's a very good lifter. He's in first place at the moment.
He is, yeah. Comfortably in first place, we're going to call that.
And this is only their seconds. "17 years competing."
So he did thing 1 earlier in the week, got the silver medal. This is thing 2, and he is well placed for the gold. So let's hope he keeps putting those kilos on the score sheet.
He wants that gold.
Now I don't know, with that little hesitation before he dropped it in, whether there was up and down, and I'm also not sure of depth. Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at the replay here.
So there was a bit of a hesitation. No, the bar didn't dip.
Yeah, when you're reffing these big guys with these giant thighs, it's quite hard to see, but the judges are in a good spot to see that side.
So we have Jürgen Michael Rasmussen out next for 245.
And he got his second, so he's gone up another 20 kilos. A little short of his PB, but he's going to do it. He's a plumber after all. They can do anything.
And the forward loaded for Michael Rasmussen.
This won't quite get him a medal on squat. Being coached there by Ava Buxbaum, she took all the world records, I think, yesterday.
She's a very petite lifter, but man, she can lift a lot
Yeah,
of weights.
absolutely.
Okay, Jurgen, let's do this.
Oh, that is a grinder. What a fighter.
Oh my goodness.
How much heart and
I
spirit.
don't know about the depth on that one.
That's a real shame.
Yes, he got reds for depth. When you look at those lights, there's a little number underneath, and that number is, that's what it means. A red one is depth. Okay, we've got Norbert from Germany coming up with 255. He only put a 5K on. Did he do that for any particular reason, or?
It will move him. It'll get him the squat bronze.
Okay, so this.
Well, it will give him potentially the squat bronze with the other lifters in his class still to go. But he has to do his job first. He has to get into that position, and then it's everyone else's job to come past. He's already on the platform.
Yep, he's coming up. He's walking out. You can't see this on the at home, but he's set up, and he's set up strong, and he's just descending. Here we go.
No, I think the bar dipped.
Wow, that was another grinder.
Yeah,
These
it
guys
was.
are putting it out there.
No
left. No left. He got reds and he got
blues.
a blue.
Reds and blues. So lockout, no, downward movement we thought, and the depth as well.
The knees are a little soft. Okay, we've got Jim Dirksen of Canada, it looks like. No?
Yep, it's Jim Dirksen of Canada.
Yep.
And he's coming out for 257.5. He's now secure in bronze medal position. Well, unless Garcia gets a lift in, he's secure in bronze medal position. He can't reach silver, that's a little bit ahead. I can see that Ten Hart has scratched. As we said, he won't come out for another one, he's just going to warm up for his bench now. You know, he's a big bencher. And it's difficult to get all the way up to your warm-up weight in 20 minutes, so he's taking the opportunity.
Well, that looked good.
Yeah, good depth, good squat.
He saw the other guys and he said, I'm going deep. Oh, and he got it.
Yeah. So that gets Jim Dirksen the bronze medal on squat for the moment.
Okay.
Not completely sealed yet.
I'm sure he's happy with that anyway, because that was a good squat.
It was a good squat. Jarno Hakala from Finland is out next for 265. He is guaranteed the squat bronze now. Okay, we have an overturn.
Overturning something.
I'm not sure who's been overturned.
Okay, we'll let you know about that, but somebody's lift has been overturned. We're not sure whose.
But in the meantime, we have Hakala on the platform right now for 265.
He's from Finland. We'll let you know who got overturned, but right now we've got Finland. Whoa,
Nope.
no, did not make that one.
Not today, but he still takes away the squat bronze. And next out is Alex Alvarado from Puerto Rico for 285. So I've been told that it was Rasmussen's squat's been overturned.
So did he get one in? I can't see the score.
Well, he had his second anyway.
Okay.
But now he has his third. So here's Alex Alvarado, Puerto Rico, for his second attempt at 285.
9 years competing. When his job back home in Puerto Rico, he's an engineer. All kinds of different engineers, I don't know what kind. Oh, his PB's 293, this is 285, so got a little bit of room. Quite a wide squatter. Nope. Well, good spotting and loading, man. That was awesome.
So now we have a lifter in trouble. I mean, this isn't unusual in equipped lifting, really, to see someone with their opener and their second missed, and they come out and they absolutely smoke it on their third. However, it's a difficult situation to be in, and no one wants to see anyone bomb.
So, over here.
Gabriel Garcia, Mexico, 287.5 for the third time of asking.
On our scoreboard, we have him missing the 2 lifts, and on the one you just saw on your screen over here on the live stream, said he succeeded.
No, that was someone else.
Oh, that was
the graphics a little bit behind.
Okay, we're a little bit behind, and I'm a little bit behind. So this guy needs this.
Yep. He has nothing on the board at the minute. If he doesn't get it, he can continue in the competition. He can still take medals in bench and deadlift, but he can't place overall. This will give him the silver medal on squat if he's successful. Go from 0 to hero in one move.
He's setting up pretty strong. Looks a lot more confident. Ooh,
I think that's good.
I think you're right.
He looks happy. And he takes the silver medal in squat from absolutely nowhere. That pushes Jim Dirksen out of the squat medals. Garcia, Tenhar takes the gold, Garcia takes the silver, and Donnelly, who has yet to come out for his third, is guaranteed the bronze. But first we have Urtsaik Bazasurin from Mongolia. Open with 205, missed 260, he's going for 290.
Oh, that's a 30k jump. That's pretty impressive. Let's see what he can do. I think the first one he did in a singlet, so maybe he just warmed up the suit for his second. He's quite slow coming out here, so let's hope he doesn't time out. He's got 44 seconds on the clock. So let's see what happens here.
I can see a jury member speaking to...
Okay,
no, I don't think there's an issue. But I don't think the Mongolian lifter is going to come out for this attempt. In equipped lifting, it's considered to be courteous to put an attempt in and not scratch, for 2 reasons. The first is that it gives your opponents and competitors, fellow lifters, sufficient time to recover. If you scratch, they would have 1 minute less to recover. But also, if people are trying to time their knee wraps, you don't want to suddenly find you're 1 out and you haven't started.
Yeah, he did scratch.
So that's no lift for him. He got his 205, and that gave him the squat bronze.
That was pretty good. Now we've got Ryan Donnelly. He's got 1 squat in, so he's on the board. He's trying 292.5.
And this will move him up from squat bronze to squat silver. This will take the silver from Garcia, who just got a lift in on his 3rd attempt. Nice step and a nice squat.
Wow, that was impressive. I think he's got that. Yeah,
and that is a silver medal for Donnelly. Garcia takes the bronze.
And where does that put him in the rankings?
So he takes the silver. Next out, we have Andrew Cargill for 320. He missed 300 for his opener, nailed it on his second. He's adding 20 kilos to the bar for his third. He looks relaxed out there, doesn't he? Waiting to come out.
He's having fun.
I don't think I've ever smiled when I'm standing in wraps.
I try to imagine myself on a beach somewhere, so I don't even think about the wraps. But I don't know if you can see the scoreboard from home, but man, there's a lot of red up there. So equip lifting is quite a different animal to classic. It's a lot more technical. You need a good support system to help you with all the gear. And here we go, Andrew from US, America, powerlifting. Good setup.
Sits in well. Well judged on strength, I think, as a third attempt.
It was controlled. I don't know if it was deep enough. We'll see. It was. They liked it.
That's a good lift for Andrew Cargill, and that gives him the squat silver.
Wonderful. Now
2 lifts to go. Both lifts are already guaranteed the gold medal for squat in their respective weight classes.
Oh.
First out is Man of Steel, Steve Mann.
And now we've got 385, which he missed on his second. And I think he went backwards, didn't he? He came down and sort of went back on his heels.
He seemed offline from the start. He seemed to come down right into his right hip and then switched a little bit over, and there was no way it was coming up.
Okay, he's coming out.
But sometimes the equipment just manages to push you around a little bit.
Now these supportive suits have to be put on with help, and as I said, you need a lot of support from other people to help you back home in your gym. Okay, they're giving him the start signal.
Much better, but the weight is too much.
Well, come on.
No, it's not going back in the rack.
Oh, that's okay. It went
But we
onto
have
the
him
bench.
safe. Yep.
It went onto the bench uprights, which is fine, because
The lifter wasn't able to help with the bar getting back up, and it's a big old weight.
okay, we have Ryan Stinn. He missed his second at 390. The strength was not a problem. They gave him reds for depth. I think he can sink this one. The weight did not look like an issue.
So we're just taking a moment because we had to strip the bar, get it back in the right place, and we're reloading it. But the platform crew are quick, so this won't take very long. Ryan Stinn already has the squat gold and a commanding lead going into the rest of the competition.
Okay, this is tough on him because he didn't expect that to be dumped.
Yep.
So hopefully he's okay and not too, well, I know his wraps will be very tight, so he's chomping at the bit.
Yeah, I can see him there.
Yeah, he's trying to put it out of his head, but these wraps are tight. Come on, guys.
He's
get
ready
this
to go.
going. Yeah.
And we're ready to go as well. Here comes Ryan.
He wants this one. He's already on the board, and as Joe said, he's comfortably in the lead. Nice strong setup.
I think that's the same as the second, to be honest. It's a shame because he's handling the weight really well. Oh, but 2-1. 2-1 in a good way this time. And that gets him on the board with 390 kilos and gives him the squat gold. Now, I've seen 10-minute break go onto the board, but I believe we need a 20-minute break, not a 10-minute break. So I think in 20 minutes we will be back for bench. I do hope you'll join us then.
Jeremy Clark.
Jeremy Clark, 5'8", male champion.
Jeremy Clark.
Jeremy Clark, 5'8", male champion. Doping control. It's waiting around after an event while your teammates are getting ready to go back to the hotel to watch TV. It's a guy following you around everywhere. It's reading forms and signing forms and reading forms and signing forms again. It's peeing into a plastic cup while someone watches. Sure, it's all of those things, but to me, this is way more. You see, I'm awesome, and a lot has gone into reaching this level of awesome. I strength train like a boss. Just yesterday, I lifted a small horse, and then I put it back down. I can now pretzel any yogi that crosses me. Namaste. I've aerobicized, carbicized, mental mind master ninja warrior eyes like you can't imagine. Pow! That's why this is 15 years, 3 months, and 2 days and kicking my own butt and counting. This is every time coach said I could when I thought I couldn't until I did. This is my little brother back home waiting his turn. Buddy, you need here 2 years. This is my respect for my opponent. Yeah, I'm talking to you. It's 5 a.m. training sessions, weekends on the road, and more trips to the hospital than I can count on 3 hands. Mom, Dad, Thanks for not letting me hit the snooze button. I couldn't have done it without you. So a dude with a badge tells you've been selected for doping control? You know what I say? I say bring it! Because I work hard and I come by every victory honestly. This is my love for the sport. To me, this P is gold.
And we are back at the IPF World Classic and Equipped Masters Powerlifting Championships. Presented by Eleco and SBD, we are live from St. John's, Newfoundland in Canada. In this, the 50th anniversary year of the IPF. So we're through to bench press now. The M1 men with the 105 kilo class, the 120s and the 120 plus all lifting together.
We have Jim Dirksen up first from Canada with a 160k opener.
Do you know Jim? Is he local to you?
No, I do not know where he's from. Oh, he's not going to get.
No, that is a bit of a shocker on his opener. But we do see people that that miss their opener a couple of times and then absolutely smoke it on their second. He can adjust that shirt and come back and get that next time, I'm sure.
Okay, next we have Jørgen Rasmussen of Denmark with a 160 opener.
Nice.
That looked okay.
Yeah, that was a great opener for Rasmussen.
Like a singlet with a Viking on the front. Next we have Jani Hakala of Finland with a 167.5 opener.
He took the bronze in squat.
Basloaded 167.5 kilos, Hakala Finland.
That looked easy.
Yeah, it did.
Ooh.
Ah, blue. So if we watch it back from the side, it's hard to see from that top view if there's downward movement. So it's also hard to see lockout. It must have been lockout because there was definitely no downward movement. And the blue card can represent either one.
We have Mongolia up next with 170.
Utsak Bazasurin. He only got his squat opener in. Didn't manage to get any of the rest in. Let's see what he does on bench. And he does fairly well.
That was easy opener.
Oh, he's in a t-shirt. He's not got a shirt on.
We have Gabriel Garcia of Mexico next with 185 on the bar.
Now he had a bit of a difficult time on squat, so he missed his opener in his second, got it on his third, ended up with the squat bronze. Hopefully it's a less stressful bench session for him.
That looked good.
Yeah, a little bit off to one side, but that's no reason for failure. There's no uneven lockout rule in the IPF.
Now we have Norbert Croft of Germany with a 195 opener.
Bars loaded, 195 kilos, Norbert Croft, Germany.
Always worth letting the handoff guy, which in this case is Jeff Butt, just let them know exactly what you require. But it's not a good idea to have a lot of exacting requirements for your bench setup, because you're going to get a handoff from someone you've never met, and they might not speak a huge amount of English if you're at an international. I think that's why we're seeing a lot more self handoffs. Of course, you rarely see that in equipped.
It looked like a little bit of up and down, but we'll see what the refs say.
Yeah. We'll get a clearer view of that on the replay. Yeah. It does happen. Certainly happened to me yesterday.
Next we have Thorsten Thanhart of Germany, opening with 210.
He was a gold medalist on squat. His second was tough though, and he elected not to come out for his third to give him more time to warm up his bench. Look nice.
We'll see what they say. And we got a blue 2 from the head ref.
Maybe it was lockout. We've not got a great view of lockout. The bar must return to arm's length with the elbows locked.
Here we got Ryan Donnelly of the US, 212.5 opener.
Right up against his stated PB of 215.
Looked quite smooth.
So when it's yellow card failures from the side, it's often butt lift. So let's see if we can see. Yeah, there it is. Your butt and your shoulders and your head must stay in contact with the bench and your feet flat on the floor.
We have Alex Alvarado next from Puerto Rico with a 215K opener.
He was the bronze medalist on squat. I can see the American coaches at the jury table, but there was clear butt lift there. I don't think he's going to get anywhere. I think sometimes the coach goes just to let the lifter know they're doing everything they can.
Oh.
He's
having a little bit of trouble with the liftoff.
Yeah, there we go. Took up a little bit of his time though, but he's got the command. Oh no, that is not going well.
Wow. I don't know.
So it just looked like his shirt was locked up and he couldn't make any progress against it. As we watch that replay, he starts to bring the bar down and he seems to meet immediate full resistance from the shirt, almost as if the chest plate just locked up solid.
Good job with the spotters and loaders though. And we have Andrew Cargill next from the USA with 260K on his opener.
So this is Andrew Cargill. We can see he's been helped by Bill Helmick, who's been here all week coaching, lifting himself, 80 years old. And we also have in the wing there Nathan Walton, who won this morning. He's stayed around to help his teammates.
Andrew's got 260 on the bar.
Nice descent.
Oh,
Good touch, but it's a difficult lockout.
oh, it wasn't easy.
I'm not sure of whether he had his elbows locked.
Good lift, Chicago.
But the refs say he
Got
did.
it, yeah.
We're not looking at the best angle for that, and with 2 spotters per side, it's going to be difficult to see exactly what's going on.
And we have Ryan Stinn next from Canada with 265 on the bar.
Bars loaded, 265 kilos, Stin, Canada.
His PB is 302.5. So hopefully this will be comfortable, but it's hard to open light in a bench shirt, isn't it, Sue?
Yes,
you,
it really
you
is.
need to select a weight that is heavy enough that will overcome the resistance of the shirt and go all the way to the chest.
Start. 3, 2, 1. Press.
Hard to say what's going on there, but it looked like it stalled.
He's
got
on the
it.
board, that's all that matters.
Yep. It stalled, but I guess it didn't go down. We have Steve Mann next of the U.S. of America, 282.5.
Bars loaded, 282.5 kilos, Steve Mann, USA.
Here's Steve, he had some difficulty on squat, but he got his opener in. Nice press out.
Looked good to me. Let's see what they say.
We want live for the good lift.
He got it.
282.5 for round 2.
So Steve is on the board.
60 kilos, Jim Dirksen.
We have about half of our lifters haven't got their opening bench in. That's not unusual in a quick bench.
We have Jim Dirksen next of Canada. He did not get his first one, and he's repeating that number, 160.
So you often see in bench, if they miss their opener, just put a little bit of extra weight on it, but I guess it depends why they failed.
Jim Dirksen, Canada.
Jim's relatively new at this, with only 4 years competing.
Jim, tight with it. Start. Start. Reach for it. Come on. Hold through. Reach. There you go. Press.
That's a tough one, but I think he's got it all the way.
We'll see what they say.
It's tough for an opener though.
He got it.
Good lift. Dirksen, 167.5.
He's on the board, that's all that matters.
Next we have the Finland lifter, Jani Hakala, with a 167. Oh, he missed his first, so let's see if he can get this one.
He's in the 120 kilo class. Just a reminder, these are all Masters 1 men in the final session of the whole competition. So they're all 40 to 49 years old. Nice.
Wow.
What happened the first time then?
I don't know, because that looked pretty good to me. And he got it.
Excuse me.
Now we have Jørgen Rasmussen of Denmark with a 167.5k lift.
Bit of support from the audience there.
Oh, good effort.
Yeah, I think that was a nice second attempt.
3-1 live. Good lift for us.
And he got it. We're followed by Norbert Croft of Germany. He missed his opener. He's going to repeat that, 195.
So this was the lifter that's had a lot of trouble setting up, and then just his shirt seemed to just lock up right at the top, which is quite unusual. So let's hope it looks like he's set his shirt a bit differently this time. The collar looks a bit lower. So let's hope this goes a bit better this time. Now that looks much better.
We'll see what happens. There was a little movement on the bar, but maybe not enough. No, I gave it to him.
So that moved him up to third place, with one lifter still yet to get a bench on the board.
We have Gabriel Garcia next from Mexico with 195.
This will move him up a place for the minute.
I like his singlet.
Those sublimated singlets are great, aren't they? I can't quite make out. Is it a skull he's got on there?
I'm not sure.
Hard to make the design out.
That was easy.
Very nice. Textbook bench press there.
3 weights. Ryan Donnelly up next. He missed his first at 212, so he's repeating that number. 212.5 on the bar.
Yeah, he had his it was butt lift.
Oh yes.
He had his butt off the bar.
So he did lock it out.
If he gets this, he will move straight into first place in the bench press medals. Could do with fewer people congregating in the entrance, if I'm honest. TC should be taking care of that. Now, there's a lot of leg drive going on there, so I'm interested to see this from the side.
2 to 1, no lift, I'm afraid. 2 to 1, no lift. Donnelly, 215 on the bar now. Thorsten Benhart, Joe.
We have Thorsten Benhart of Germany
Yeah,
next.
his butt was off again. Sorry.
We have Thorsten Benhart of Germany coming up with 215. He did get his first one, so that last one was his butt.
Bars loaded, 215 kilos. Thorsten Benhart, Joe.
That went up pretty fast.
Yeah, it did.
Good stuff.
He is leading the way at subtotal so far. Needs to be careful about his butt coming up, just looking at that replay. But he is leading at subtotal, so he's...
Okay, we have Alex Alvarado of Puerto Rico coming up. He did not make his first lift at 215, so he's repeating that.
So I've just been told by a producer that that was a replay of the previous lifter because they wanted to see that again. So the jury have a repeater monitor on their desk.
That moved okay.
Certainly went all the way.
Yeah, 3 whites. Good for him. We have Mongolia, and I'm going to let Joe say his name.
Utsak Bazasurin.
With 250 on the bar. That's quite a big jump.
Yeah, he came out in a t-shirt and he's put a shirt on now. I find this is a strategy that rarely goes well because it's hard to get your shirt working in one move. Maybe he's taken a rep out in the warm-up though, hopefully, because I would not be able to just throw a shirt on and come out onto the platform with it. I would need to get that moving. We're kind of missing the lift a bit.
Oh, it bobbled a little bit. To see what they say.
No, so if we're not going to really be able to see that from the replay. So the most important thing really is to keep the lifter safe.
And we have Andrew.
So here from the front, we've just got a replay again from. Yeah, I think his butt might have been off. You know, there was a lot of leg drive.
We have Andrew Cargill next from the US at 270. He was successful on his first.
This will move him ahead of Ryan Stinn on bench press medals, with Ryan still to respond. I don't. This seemed to me from this angle to be downward movement, but let's see.
Let's see what yeah. And he got a 3 as well. We have Ryan Stinn next, and he's going to attempt 275. He did get his first at 265.
So Andrew Cargill didn't move past. Ryan is still. Yeah, there was quite the downward movement there, wasn't there? Ryan is still leading the way, both in the overall and in the bench medals. There's Ryan Stinn coming out to watch. He's not going to want to go home without a golden bench, is he? Bragging rights in the household. Five red plates on the bar. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that was better than his first.
I think it was.
All 3 white lights.
So when you quit benching, that's often the answer, isn't it? Put more weight on.
We have Steve Mann of the US. 300k on the bar. He did get his first though.
Bars loaded, 300 kilos, Steve Mann, USA.
One elbow does not seem to want to lock out. Let's see what they say.
Yeah, that was a real shame because he was nearly at the top. We'll get a really good view of this from the front. And yeah, that right arm just didn't want to go.
Good try though. We have Jim Dirksen next. Oh, he missed his first. Oh, no, he got his second. This is their third. So
Yep.
he's going for 165.
So this is the final round of bench press in the entire competition. 8 days of powerlifting, culminating in this one session. By his face, that is a difficult touch.
Came up pretty good.
Wasn't certain about the lockout on his left arm. But only the head referee called him on it, so that is 2-1 in a good way.
We have Jani Hakala of Finland coming up with an attempt of 177.5, and he was successful on his second.
Bars loaded 177.5 kilos, Jani Hakala, Finland.
This will move him ahead of Rasmussen for the bench bronze, but Rasmussen will get the chance to respond. Rasmussen is the lighter lifter. If two lifters select the same weight, then the one with the lower lot number goes first. Lot numbers are given randomly a weigh-in. But if two lifters lift the same weight, the lighter body weight takes the advantage.
Wow.
Nice.
Very nice.
2-1, good lift.
Yep, 2-1.
177.5 kilos, Rasmussen, Denmark, Garcia and Cross, get ready.
Okay, we've got Jürgen Rasmussen of Denmark,
Bars loaded 177.5.
and he's attempting 177.5.
So this will take that bronze medal away from Hakala. Oh, he went so far, just no further.
No.
That leaves the bronze medal in the hands of Hakala.
No lift, I'm afraid. No lift for Rasmussen, 202.5 now, Gabriel Garcia, Mexico.
Okay, we've got Gabriel Garcia next from Mexico with a 202.5 attempt.
Bars loaded 202.5 kilos, Garcia, Mexico.
7.5 kilos up from his second, but his second looked great, to be fair, and this will put him in the bench medals, at least temporarily.
Yeah, I think you got that
I
one.
think he did.
Right, good lift for Garcia, 205 now, Cross, Germany. Dominating 10.5 to get ready.
Norbert Croft of Germany next, and he's going for 205.
Bars loaded,
So Garcia just moved up to the silver medal position, but this will take it back for Kropf. Now, he had a lot of trouble on his opener, didn't he? But his second one seemed to go quite well.
As you said, getting that shirt seated right is very important. Oh! Oh, good catch, spotters. Wow.
And that's why we always set the safeties.
Okay,
Because once a weight that heavy goes offline, it goes wherever it wants. Spotters kept the lifter safe.
Okay, we've got Ryan. He needs this. He does not have a lift in. He needs this. He's going for the same number each time, 212.5.
Now he's pressing it well, but he can't seem to keep his butt planted. I think he's capable of the weight. Now, there's a lot less movement through the body there, so difficult to tell from the top. But he's not only on the board, he's gone into silver medal position on bench and second overall.
Those other two were warm-ups. Now we've got Thorsten Thenhardt of Germany with a 220 on the bar.
He already has the bench gold. He cannot be challenged for it, and he is leading the way. He is even now. He's 7.5 kilos ahead of Donnelly at subtotal, but Donnelly has the bigger deadlift, so we could see a real battle as we go through to the end of the competition.
I love those battles.
That's what powerlifting's all about, down to the last deadlift.
Having a hard time. I don't know.
I'm not certain.
Oh, and he got it.
But the referees liked it, 2-1. And that's a few more kilos to extend his lead.
Okay, we have Alex next from Puerto Rico. Alex Alvarado with 222.5.
He has the silver medal. That's not going to change.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure he's kept his butt down either. But let's see what the referees say.
Oh, he got it.
Wow, it looks like he did keep his butt down.
Good for him.
Yeah, kept in contact. I find it's an advantage having quite a big bum. So even if you get a lot of leg drive, there's still some left on the bench. Yeah, that was a tough lockout, but he got it there in the end.
We've got Andrew Cargill next from the USA, and he is lifting 270, which he missed on his second.
Into the big weights now. Wow, I thought he was offline on the way down there. I didn't think he had a chance of that, but I'm pleased to see him
He muscled
prove me
it up
wrong.
there.
Yeah.
One of the judges gave him a 3 for his butt coming up. We can't really see. Oh, here's the... I'll let Joe say this one.
Utsaik Bazasuren.
With the 270. He missed his 250. Went up.
You do see this from the Mongolian lifters. You think, well, I came here for a big bench, I'm going to have one no matter what. And it will move him from bronze to silver on the bench. And that was just a little bit too heavy, unfortunately. Leaves him with the best of 170, but he still takes the bench bronze.
Got Ryan Stinn next at 282.5.
Then there'll be a 20-minute break while we reset to the deadlift.
Got one more after this.
Yep, we have, this is Ryan Stinn, as you say, for 282.5, and then Steve Mann's going to come out again for 300. And that is the last bench press we will see from St. John's this time.
5 kilos. On the bar now for Ryan Stinn for Canada.
Ooh, nope. I don't think he's
Oh,
gonna
it was
get that
close, but not quite.
one. Good try, though.
So in the 120 plus category, Ryan Stinn still takes the silver in bench, Cargill takes the silver, and Bazasurin takes the bronze. In the 105s, Ten Hart took the gold, Donnelly took the silver, and Garcia took the bronze. And I think we have our position sorted in the 120s, even though we still have one lift to go, with Steve Mann taking the gold, Alvarado taking the silver, and Hackler taking the bronze. One bench of the competition remains.
Well, this is Steve Mann. He's going for a second try at this 300. Let's see if he gets it.
Oh, that's a great effort.
Wow. Wow. That was way better than his second.
It really was.
Good one, I'm sorry.
Oh, let's see what. It was blues.
While we reset.
So that could be either for lockout or downward movement. I didn't see downward movement.
Oh, lockout.
I think that right arm again, as you say, Sue,
Yeah.
didn't quite lock out. But he still takes the gold in bench press and the lead going into deadlifts. We're going to take a 20-minute break. You won't want to miss the deadlift.
Jeremy Clark.
Jeremy Clark, 5'8", male champion, doping control. It's waiting around after an event while your teammates are getting ready to go back to the hotel to watch TV. It's a guy following you around everywhere. It's reading forms and signing forms and reading forms and signing forms again. It's peeing into a plastic cup while someone watches. Sure, it's all of those things, but to me, this is way more. You see, I'm awesome, and a lot has gone into reaching this level of awesome. I strength train like a boss. Just yesterday, I lifted a small horse, and then I put it back down. I can now pretzel any yogi that crosses me. Namaste. I've aerobicized, carbicized, mental mind master ninja warriorized like you can't imagine. Pow! That's why this is 15 years, 3 months, and 2 days in kicking my own butt and counting. This is every time coach said I could when I thought I couldn't until I did. This is my little brother back home waiting his turn. Buddy, you need here 2 years. This is my respect for my opponent. Yeah, I'm talking to you. It's 5 a.m. training sessions, weekends on the road, and more trips to the hospital than I can count on 3 hands. Mom, Dad, thanks for not letting me hit the snooze button. I couldn't have done it without you. So a dude with a badge tells you've been selected for doping control? You know what I say? I say bring it! Because I work hard and I come by every victory honestly. This is my love for the sport. To me, this pee is gold.
And we are back at the 2022 IPF World Classic and Equipped Masters Powerlifting Championships. Live from St. John's, Newfoundland in Canada, presented by Eleiko and SBD in this, the 50th anniversary year of the IPF. We are in the final session of the entire competition. My name's Joe Whiteley. I'm here with Sue Hayward, world champion Sue Hayward. And we have the heavyweight equipped men's classes here for you now.
Okay, coming up first, Jorgen Rasmussen of Denmark, coming in with a 195 opener. We want this to be easy.
We leaned forward a bit at the top. What would you think, Sue?
I saw a little bobble at the top.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. So the bar is not allowed to go up and down, and as we see there, he just leans forward. Such a minor error, but this is IPF World Championships and everything must be perfect. So we have Ertsaik Bazasurin from Mongolia. He didn't have any shoes on, so his coach is desperately trying to pop some shoes on him while the clock is ticking.
He's attempting 200 for his first lift, deadlift of the meet.
The TC is not happy with his shoes for some reason. No, he's trying to.
He took them off.
He's tried to come out. Okay, whatever the issue is with his shoes, I think he's going to have to figure it out on his second attempt.
You wonder why he's got sent off. He has to come out with shoes on in order to deadlift. You can't deadlift just in socks. 10. Come on, come on.
He's got 5 seconds. Oh!
He did it. That's absolutely brilliant. He sprinted onto the platform. He pulled his deadlift with 4 seconds to go. He's laughing as he leaves the platform.
And I think he had borrowed shoes as well.
Yeah, I think so. But it's a great community out the back. I'm sure people watching that would have been hurrying to him with shoes to put on his feet. No one wants to see, even their competitors, no one wants to see anyone bomb, especially for a reason like that.
Okay, we have Alex Alvarado from Puerto Rico with 215.
So although the graphic that you've seen on the screen is talking about the movement in rankings, it doesn't really make any sense until we get through the first round of deadlift. So we'll let everyone get their first deadlifts in, then we'll take a look at where everyone's up to in the competition.
He's not wearing a supportive suit either. Singlet.
Deadlift suits, especially if you pull conventional deadlift suits, it's the lift that you get the least out of equipment, isn't it?
I find it hard to get down to the bottom in a supportive suit. We have Norbert Croft of Germany with a 225 deadlift on the bar. Looked pretty easy.
Yeah, that was a nice pull. You see more conventional than you see more sumo than conventional in equipped lifting, but that was a nice conventional pull.
Coming up, we have Thorsten Thenhardt of Germany, 232 on the 0.5 on the bar. That looks pretty easy.
3 white lines, good
Yeah.
with the 10 half, 240 on the bar. Yannick Hakala, Finland. Dirksen and Donnelly get ready.
You have Jani Hakala of Finland next with 240.
Bars loaded, 240 kilos, Hakala, Finland.
They look good.
Sure did. Let's see what they say.
And after me saying that they're mostly sumo, everyone's coming out and pulling conventional.
That did look like a supportive suit, but it didn't look very tight.
Yeah.
Now we have Jim Dirksen of Canada with a 250k deadlift.
Now that's interesting. Deadlift suit, no belt. Now it seemed to me, I wonder if you'll get a side view of this, it seemed to me he swung the bar out in front of him a little and that's why it was so hard.
No.
So if we watch this replay back, no, it didn't seem to be the case on the side view. But downward movement or supporting, I think there was a little bit of both there.
Coming up, we have Ryan Donnelly with 265 on the bar. We've lost the live stream, but it looked pretty good from here, and it was.
Yeah, we hopefully we'll get a replay. There we go. Another nice conventional deadlift. And that was nice and easy.
And next up we have Gabriel Garcia of Mexico with 280 on the bar.
He took the bronze on squat and the bronze on bench. Looks like he's going to do better than that in the deadlift. Still got that tissue up his nose.
He got a blue. Next up, we have Steve Mann of USA, 287.5.
Now Steve took the gold in both squat and bench. He's got the heaviest opener, so I think this will put him way out of reach for the other lifters. As long as he doesn't have a nightmare on deadlift, I think he's pretty much guaranteed the win.
Oh.
Really nice opener.
That was very easy.
So he's already at 952.5 kilo total, which is a long way ahead of anyone else. I think we have already crowned our M1 120 kilo world champion.
Bars loaded for Andrew Cargill of the US America, 290 on the bar.
And he's been collecting silver medals so far. But looks quite tightly matched with Ryan Stin on deadlift. Ryan's opening just 10 kilos ahead.
That looked quite an easy opener. And it was.
300 kilos on the bar now. 300 kilos. for Ryan Sin, Canada. This is a massive opener for Sin.
Got a 300 opener for Ryan on the deadlift.
Bars loading, 300 kilos. Ryan Sin, Canada.
Now Ryan is the man to beat in this class. This lift will put him 65 kilos ahead of Cargill. So he just needs to be sure of this lift.
Walk in the park.
And I think we're going to see the Stin household crown another world champion today.
That looked really good.
It did. It did. It looked comfortable.
I think he's got more in the tank. Here we have Jorgen Rasmussen up next with 195. Oh, he missed this on his first. Let's see if he can get this. I think he had just a little bobble.
It was just a little forward movement at the top, yeah.
Bars loaded, 195 kilos, Rasmussen, Denmark.
A little bit slower this time, but he didn't do the bobble at the top.
Oh, looked better.
Green white line, good lift
Yeah.
for Rasmussen.
He got that one.
Mongolia.
And I apologize to Mongolia, but Joe's going to introduce this next lifter as
Utsak
well.
Bazasurin. I'm probably saying it wrong, but you know.
A lot better than I could.
220 kilos.
Now he's a bit calmer coming out this time. Got something on his feet.
Oh
Just
my
lost his
goodness.
balance a little bit.
Aw,
A little bit of imbalance, and that is clearly no lift, but he is okay.
maybe it was too light, Joe.
Maybe it moved very quickly, seemed to take him by surprise. But it was just a minor loss of balance and then he tripped.
And we have Alex Alvarado from Puerto Rico with 227.5 on the bar.
He's sitting in second overall. He's going to be very difficult to catch at this point. So I think we've got our overall podium in the 120s. Steve Mann ahead of Alvarado from Hackler. But there's still some deadlift medals to fight over.
Looked pretty good and pretty white.
And a good lift. 235 bar now. Norman Brock, Germany. Denmark and Dirksen. Dirksen, get ready. Bars loaded.
Norbert
235
Croft
kilos,
next
Croft,
from Germany with 235.
So if you take a look at the graphic that's on your screen at the moment, that tells you that the deadlift rank is 4 to 3. That means if he pulls this, he gets on the deadlift podium, but it won't change his total rank. So really, it's a really good graphic. That's tons of information there about what age class and weight class is in, what his best squat, bench and deadlift are down the right hand side, and current total. So it's everything you need on that graphic. Oh, it's slow. Can he lock it?
Slow but steady.
Think he can.
Yeah, he got it.
242.5 on the bar.
So overall third is out of reach for him, but he does have a deadlift medal within his grasp.
Bars loaded, 242.5 kilos.
Bars loaded for Thorsten Fenhart of Germany, 242.5.
Now he was leading the way, but Donnelly and Garcia have much bigger deadlifts, so they've gone past him.
That looked okay.
2 to 1, good lift.
Yeah, he got 2 weights.
Get ready.
I've just seen that the Mongolian lifter's scratched. He's not coming out again. But he's taken bronze medals across the board. Not had the best day of all, but I'm sure he's learnt a lot.
We have Jim Dirksen of Canada with 250. He missed this on his first, so let's see if he can get this one. No belt again.
It was blues, wasn't it? Nice.
That was a lot better than the first one. And he got 3 weights.
Good lift for Dirksen, 255 at the bottom. Hakala, big lift. Donnelly and Garcia, get ready.
Jani Hakala of Finland with 255.
Everyone's got one in now, so we're good. Bar is loaded at 255 kilos. Hakala, Finland.
Excuse me.
That looked easy.
319 with a good lift for Hakala.
And it was good.
207.5 kilos on the bar now. Ryan Donnelly, USA, Garcia, and the fan. Get ready.
We have Ryan Donnelly next up with 287.5 on the bar.
287.5 kilos, Donnelly, USA.
Looking to complete a full set of silver medals. Oh no, you know what? He's close to overall first as well. Well, let's get to the end of the second round and we'll take a closer look at this. But I think he's really close to Garcia. In fact, he's moved into the lead with that pull, with Garcia still to pull.
It looked quite an easy pull too. We've got Gabriel Garcia next with 295 on the bar from Mexico.
Now this will take the deadlift lead, but it will not move him back into the overall lead.
Taking a bit of time to set up.
Of course, deadlift is the least risky of the lifts to have an elaborate setup, because you can't be asked to replace the bar.
That looked pretty good. And it was.
So that puts him on 785 with Donnelly on 795. So the question is now, who has the most left in the tank for their final deadlift?
Well, his looks pretty easy, so we'll see. Now we have Steve Mann, 307.5.
Not his first rodeo, he's been world champion before.
Oh,
Fast.
wow.
That's a very impressive pull.
3 whites for him, and I think he's got room for some more.
I think he has. He totaled 988 in, excuse me, 992.5 at World Games. He's currently on 972.5. Interested to see what he puts in for his third.
Okay, Andrew next. Andrew Cargill, 310.
Come on, make this move. This is what we do. Make it move fast. Fast off the ground.
Well, it was slow.
And he got it, 3 whites.
322.5 at the bar now. Ryan Stinn.
So that puts him in the deadlift gold, but Ryan Stinn is about to try to take that away.
And Ryan's going to try and take it away with a 322.5. We'll see if we can get it. Ryan Stinn of Canada.
Bar loaded. 322.5 kilos. Ryan Stinn, Canada.
Little bit of lopsided.
Well, looked good though. We'll see.
Sorry, 2-1.
No, that seems odd to me. I'm not quite sure what was going on there. And I can see Garrett Bentley is at the jury table saying, well, that was a yellow and a blue. What was wrong? He was losing his grip, wasn't he? That's why it was lopsided. His hand was opening. If we look at his left hand now on this replay. There it goes. So I think the yellow was for dropping the bar. The jury have waved the coach away, so that won't get changed. And we are through to the third and final round, not only of this session, but the entire competition.
And we've got Jørgen Rasmussen from Denmark with 215 on the bar.
Rasmussen, Denmark.
It's a tough one, but he's stuck with it.
I think he locked it out. Yes, he did. He's super happy with that.
So that gives Rasmussen a 627.5 kilo total and 4th place overall. 4th in the world isn't bad, is it?
Pretty darn good. We've got Alex Alvarado from Puerto Rico with a 235 attempt. They're cleaning the bar each time on the thirds.
235 kilos, Alvarado, Puerto Rico.
I can see that Ryan Stinn undeterred. He's gone up 20 kilos for his third deadlift.
Again, it's strategy, right?
I think so. I think it's because Cargill's put 325 in for his third, so he wants to be sure of going out after him.
Looks slow, but oh, we got an attempt.
Oh, we got an
change.
attempt change. My colleagues just pointed out that there's a battle on for best lifter. Currently, Demario Holloway is leading from Steve Mann, with Nathan Walton and Ryan Stinn, Gabriel Garcia, Andrew Cargill. So there is still one pull to go, and I think everyone's quite well aware that Ryan has taken the overall win. So now it's about battling for deadlift gold and places on the best lifter table. The best lifter is scored on GL points. That's a formula. It's a little bit like power to weight ratio. It's a formula that is designed to compare lifts from lifters of different body weights. So obviously a 52 kilo lifter won't lift as much as a 120 kilo lifter, and the formula, GL points formula, tries to flatten that difference and just compare them on an even basis.
Got Norbert Croft up from Germany with a 240 attempt. I notice some people have their belt really high. What's the reason for that?
Well, sometimes, especially for the bigger lifters, of which I am one, I'm a super heavyweight lifter, you lack a bit of room at the bottom of the pull. So if you're a little bit
I don't think so.
No, it's not quite going. That's a real shame.
Not today. Does that change his ranking at all?
No. So if you haven't got much room down at the bottom of a deadlift as it is, then adding a belt to that doesn't really help. So some lifters find that wearing it a bit higher on the rib cage still get the benefit, but it gives you a little bit more room at the bottom of the deadlift.
Okay, they're cleaning the bar again. Every third attempt we have to do that. Lots of chalk on our thighs.
So between every attempt in the third round. I know that's what you meant.
I did. Thorsten from Germany, 247.5.
This won't change anything. He's in third place overall, and he can't be challenged for that. He's on the podium. Fast off the floor, went all the way.
Don't know if he did. He got it.
Yeah. Finished strong. Gives him a 765 kilo total, third place overall.
This will pull Jim Dirksen. Sorry, I keep doing that. Reminding the name. This will pull Jim Dirksen into fourth place overall.
Okay, Jim Dirksen of Canada with a 260. He put 10K on it.
Bars loaded, 260 kilos, Jim Dirksen, Canada.
So Jim is guaranteed the deadlift bronze now. Win or lose on this pull. And it looks like a win.
Wow. I was surprised because his first was pretty tough.
It was. But that gives him a 682.5 kilo total, fourth place overall, deadlift bronze.
Jani Hakala of Finland up next with 267.5.
This won't change anything, but obviously he may have personal goals such as national records or personal bests. He is guaranteed the deadlift silver, overall bronze. Likes a dramatic pose down.
He's angry at that bar. It's going. Oh, he's holding it there to show that he's not in control.
He's just making the most of his moment of glory on the platform. And why not?
He's very happy.
Good job, sir. Next weight on the bar is 305 kilos. Red Donnelly, USA.
Giving the refs a handshake for their time. Oh, attempt change.
Here we go. This is where the coaches start to earn their money.
307.5.
In equip lifting, they earn the money from the off, don't they?
Putting out that gear,
Yeah.
that's for sure. So Gabriel's going to 307.5. And where does this change his position?
So he's already got the deadlift gold for now, but this will move him up from overall silver to the World Championship title.
Wow.
Bar is loaded.
It's a big ask. It's 7.5 kilos more than he's ever pulled before. But there's a has there ever been a World Championship title on the bar before? That's the question. Little bit of impetus there for him. Bit of incentive. His pulls have looked good.
They did.
World title on the line.
Seconds.
Mm, 10 seconds.
Oh, just too much.
No.
Just too much. He cannot do better than overall second.
Attempt change, attempt change.
We're just looking to see. Yeah, he's so Donnelly's gone back down. He has the higher lot number, so he can drop to the same weight. He had 310 in. If he'd had the lower lot number, he would not have been able to drop down to the same weight, as that would have interfered with the order of lifting. The lower lot number must go first. Bit of an obscure rule, but it's one that is worth knowing.
It's also over his PB.
It's miles over his PB. So he's already won the world title. Ryan Donnelly is the new 105 kilo Masters 1 world champion, but he wants the deadlift gold.
He does.
Oh, he's a fighter, he really is.
Not today.
But that's not quite enough.
He gave it his all.
He'll have to be happy with being world champion.
Yes.
He tried his best. Okay, we are open now to 325 kilos at Andrew Cargill, USA, who will be followed only by Man and Sim. 3 deadlifts remain.
We got 3 deadlifts left in the competition. We got Ryan Donnelly next with 307.5. Oh no, he's changed it. 325.
Yeah, he's dropped back down. I think being a little bit more realistic. Excuse me. 310 to 345, even if that's within your capabilities, is a big jump. So 325 won't move his position up. Realistically, he can't catch Ryan. However, he's sitting right now in 6th place in the overall best lifter. I'm not good enough to do the maths on how far this will move him up. Not going to be able to lock that out. That's a real shame.
At least he's still smiling, but that is no way.
Yeah, he's still smiling. That's good.
Steve Mann, USA, is followed only by Sid.
Okay, Steve Mann, 325. 327.5.
The total, the world title.
So, Steve Mann, this will give him the Best Lifter Award. He's in 2nd at the minute, behind Doc Holloway. This will move him a fraction, 0.1 of a GL point ahead.
USA.
He's already world champion. He already has the deadlift gold. This is for best overall lifter.
Oh, it looks good to me. Let's see.
Let's see those lights.
Yes, he got it. He got it.
I'll tell you why so pleased. That is for the best lifter title N1.
So we have one deadlift of the competition remaining. And it's great, it's the hometown boy, right? Well, the home nation.
Yes.
Home nation.
He had trouble with his second. His hand opened up. We think he lost a callus. He looked at his hand. He's going for 342.5.
42.5 kilos if successful.
So this will move Ryan Stin into third place for the Best Lift Award. Sitting in fourth, you only get awards for 1, 2 and 3, just like the podium. So this will move him up to third place Best Lifter. Steve Mann just took the top spot. Man of Steel.
The bar is loaded! 342.5 kilos, Ryan Stin, Canada! Come on, Canada! Get behind your boy now!
Home nation hero, Ryan Stin.
What have you got? Let's see!
He's already secured. He's already secured the World Championship title. This is for deadlift gold, third place Best Lifter.
Come on, Ryan. You can do this.
Come on, Ryan! 1,000 kilos plus total.
The crowd's behind him.
You can do this! Here it comes!
This will take the deadlift
No,
gold from Cargill.
not
Not today.
Oh, is he going over?
Oh, it was a little bit
Just a
dizzy, I
moment
think.
of stillness there. But you know what? He's the world champion to
Yes, he is.
match his wife. That's been a phenomenal session. Thank you for joining us in the commentary booth, Sue.
Thank you.
We've had some phenomenal excitement there.
Pleasure, Joe.
And that wraps up not only the Masters 1 heavyweight men, but the entire competition. It has been an absolutely phenomenal experience being here, St John's. The Canadian Powerlifting Union's made us so welcome, and we've had a fantastic time. There is no more lifting, but there is the medal ceremony coming up in just a short while. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll stick around to see the world champions crowned.
Technical controller onto the platform for the medal ceremony. Round of applause, please. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the medals will be presented once again by Sergeant Blaine Bowmaster of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and Mr. Robert Keller. Just getting his blazer on. So participation medals first of all. The 105s, 120s and 120 pluses. Masters 1, otherwise known as the Big Boys. Okay, so it is time to present the medals individually, first of all, for the 105 kilo class, taking squat bronze with 287.5 kilos from Mexico, Gabriel Garcia. Silver medal on squat with 292.5 kilos goes to the USA's Ryan Donnelly. And squat gold with 297.5 kilos goes to Germany's Thorsten Tenhardt. Thank you, gentlemen. Great job. And now to bench press. In bronze medal position with 202.5 kilos from Mexico, Gabriel Garcia. In silver medal position on bench press with 212.5 from the USA, Ryan Donnelly. And bench press gold with 220 kilos goes to Germany's Thorsten Tenhardt. Well done, gentlemen, and now to deadlift. In bronze medal position with 260 kilos from Canada, Jim Dirksen. Deadlift silver with 287.5 kilos goes to the USA's Ryan Donnelly. And deadlift gold with 295 kilos goes to Mexico's Gabriel Garcia. And now to the overall. In a bronze medal position with 765 kilos totaled from Germany, it is Thorsten Tenhardt. Overall silver with 785 goes to Mexico's Gabriel Garcia. And your new 105 kilo Masters 1 world champion with 792.5 kilos from the USA, it's Ryan Donnelly! Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of the United States of America. Well done, gentlemen. Awesome competition. And now to the 120s. Individual medals first. In bronze medal position on squat with 255 kilos from Finland, Janne Hakala. Squat silver with 275 kilos goes to Puerto Rico's Alex Alvarado. And squat gold with 365 kilos goes to the USA's Steve Mann. And now to bench press. Positions don't change actually, guys, so depending on how tired your legs are after all those squats. Bronze medal on bench press with 177.5 kilos from Finland, Janne Hakala. Silver medal on bench press with 222.5 kilos, Puerto Rico's Alex Alvarado. And bench press gold with a massive 300 kilos, the USA's Steve Mann. And now to deadlifts. The positions do change. In deadlift bronze position with 235 kilos from Puerto Rico, Alex Alvarado. Deadlift silver with 267.5 kilos, Finland's Janne Hakala. And deadlift gold with 327.5 kilos from the USA, Steve Mann. And now for the overall. In bronze medal position from Finland with 700 kilos, Janne Hakala. $732.5 kilos. Takes the silver medal to Puerto Rico for Alex Alvarado. Which means your 120 kilo Masters 1 world champion with 992.5 kilos. That is such a dominant performance. 260 odd ahead. USA Steve Mann. 120 kilo Masters 1 world champion. Absolutely massive total. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of the United States of America. Well done, guys. Absolute pleasure to watch. Thank you. Everyone got their photos? Thank you very much. And now the super heavyweight Masters 1 individual medals first, taking squat bronze with 205 kilos from Mongolia, Utsaik Bazasuren. Squat silver with 320 kilos from the USA, Andrew Cargill. Squat gold with 390 kilos goes to Canada's Ryan Stinn. Thank you, gentlemen. And now to bench press. Positions don't change, actually. Bench press bronze with 170 kilos goes to Mongolia's Urtsaik Bazasuren. Bench press silver with 270 kilos goes to the USA's Andrew Cargill. And bench press gold with 275 kilos goes to Canada's Ryan Stinn. Well done, gentlemen. Now the positions do change for this one, because in bronze medal position with 200 kilos deadlifted, it's Mongolia's Urtsaik Bazasuren. Deadlift silver goes to Canada's Ryan Stinn with his 300 kilo lift. And taking deadlift gold with 310 kilos, it's USA's Andrew Cargill. And now for the overall totals, and to crown the new Super Heavyweight Masters 1 World Champion. In bronze medal position with 575 kilos from Mongolia, it's Urtsaik Bazasuren. Overall silver with 900 kilos from the USA, it's Andrew Cargill. Which means your new Super Heavyweight Masters 1 World Champion with 965 kilos from Canada, Ryan Stinn! Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the national anthem of Canada. Well done, guys. Great competition. Get some photos in. Okay, all done. Thank you, gentlemen. If you would rejoin your compatriots. If we can have the music, please, once more. Steve, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving these guys a round of applause as they follow the technical controller off the platform. Round of applause, please. Now, we need to get this room ready for the banquet, so if you don't have a job to do or anything to tidy up, can you please make your way to, say, the bar? I will see you there. I just want to thank everyone who's made this competition possible, the table staff, the guys from Canadian AV, everyone, the spotters, the loaders, the RCMP, Jeff and John, and anyone else that I've forgotten. See you at the banquet very soon. Leo, if you're in the house, could you come to the scoring table, please? Leo to the scoring table. Here he is. Charlotte's got something for you. Ladies and gentlemen, see you at the banquet. It's been awesome. Good night.